Dangerously cheesy. Dangerously cheesy. Dangerously cheesy.
Scree. Scree. Quiet scree. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a off-schedule trash bat stream. Amari, congrats on first. Thank you for the Cheetos, Amari, Jay, Sage, and Nexus. I know you normally don't see me this late. A lot of people are probably like, what the heck? What's going on? What's going on is that I was really tired today, to the point that, like, I did not get out of bed till nearly 6 p.m. So, I had every intention on doing a normal stream tonight. For those that don't know, Pokemon was, canceled this week already because Alex is at TwitchCon. So I was planning on tonight being a regular art night, but then I needed to rest. So I rested. I hung out with a friend. And once that was all said and done, I was like, you know what? I think I have enough gas in the tank to do a couple hours of art. So at some point, I might need to mute if Slime Wife goes to bed. Gloop. She is here right now. Sleepy, but here. But in the meantime, we're just gonna be chill vibes, focus mode.
Who says I'm sleepy?
Who's sleepy? Okay, well, she insists she's not sleepy, but I'm squinting because I can see the sleep in her eyes.
So
Hi, Glow. Thank you for the Cheeto. Hello, Bobby. Welcome in. Smooch the wife. So I'm just giving my pen a moment to charge up here. So what we're going to be working on is another Halloween Stinko. I'm a little bit behind schedule, so I'm really hoping I can kind of pick up the pace here because I've got 3 Stinkos to deliver by the 31st. And ideally, I wanted them before then, so I was kind of more aiming for the 27th. So I'm hoping this week is going to be a big progress week. But we're going to be drawing Mio's Stinko here, who is dressed as, I believe his name is Negan from The Walking Dead. So tonight's goal is to get as far as we can with line art and flat colors on the head. Mio does have very glorious hair that's gonna take me a little while to do properly, but I have faith. I have faith we can work through this pretty fast. How's your day been? It's been okay. I was very sleepy today, so I did not get out of bed for a while. That's chronic pain, chronic fatigue for you. Fibromyalgia be kicking my ass a little bit this week, but when is it not? But I ended up getting Taco Bell for dinner because I didn't have the energy to cook, so I treated everybody to Taco Bell. It was very tasty. And then I got to hang out with a friend that I haven't got to spend much time with lately, and that was really nice. So we hung out, we laughed, we watched some videos. And I'm glad I can be here now to try to get some art done. Yay. Oh yeah, Mio time. You know, okay. I think that's probably enough charge for now. If I need to do another charging session during like an ad break, then so be it. Is this copied already? It is not. So let's start by duplicating that. But yeah, I mean, I kind of knew that I was going to be going through it this week because I did push myself to be at the concert on Tuesday. Nope, not on group. Flatten. But it was worth it. It was worth it. I just need to kind of get back on pace with these commissions here because I have a lot of art to deliver. Let's say, get rid of that. Those can be fused into one layer. Trying to cut down on how many layers I'm using for reference pics. The band that's playing right now, they were the openers for AFI. Um, I like their music, but seeing them performed live with a live drummer, really, really changed the vibe of their music. It's kind of like low key, like, bob your head around but not really go hard. But then when they get the live drummer, it's like intense. Um, so that was cool. I kind of wonder if they're ever going to do like a live album or something, or go for a vibe with the live drummers, because that would be really cool. Oh, Jade, I didn't tell you. They might not be giving me all my Scrabbles. I didn't get any points yesterday. And here's the thing. For the AFI fan club, they were like, first week we're gonna be giving double points. Instead of being able to only gain 450 points in a week, you can gain 900 for scrobbling tracks, which for those that don't know, scrobbling just means streaming. It's an older term. Um, and so I've been scrobbling the hell out of the new album in particular, and I logged in today and I did not have any points. However, the day before when they awarded me points, I ended up with exactly 1,900 points, but that includes the bonus points that they handed out. So I think they handed out 200 bonus points for each day that the Scrabbles were not getting double points, which were the first 2 days of it, and I did Scrabble on those days. So I'm assuming I don't want to bother the mod team because they've been dealing with a shitstorm this week in the server. But I'm kind of like, oh, you gave me bonus points, which just means you got me to the 900 cap faster. That wasn't like on top of being able to Scrabble.
You're being Scrabble scammed.
What'd you say?
You're being Scrabble scammed.
No, it's punishment for me being a fraudulent Scrabbler. I would put on music on a device that I wasn't actually actively listening. I'm a terrible person. You wouldn't fake a Scrabble. Except I would. Except I would. Look, the way I see it is after this week with the, they were offering double points for the new album specifically. As much as I love the new album, I do not actually want to listen to it 20 times in a row in a single day. I do have, limits. But after the double points this week, I'm gonna be scrobbling basically any AFI album that isn't the new album, because the way I view it is that I have listened to those albums so many times that have never been tracked on my last FM. So I'm just making up for lost time. Because I only got a last FM account in 2018. And then I lost track of my scrobbling for a few years because I kept switching back and forth between Spotify and YouTube Music. And I just never bothered like trying to set it up for YouTube because I didn't want it scrobbling like random videos. But now I have it set up where it scrobbles for YouTube Music on my phone and for Spotify on my computer. Because I still use both apps. I pay for YouTube and I don't pay for Spotify, but I have a Spotify workaround. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways, that's a lot of rambling about scrobbling for AFI fan club that nobody but me cares about. Thank you for listening to my insane ramblings as usual. Listen, like, the AFI fan club situation's rough because a lot of people are mad because it uses the blockchain and technically uses NFTs, but not in like the way that we're familiar with it being like, a major ecological issue. I haven't done a ton of research into it, but the thing that they're using is something called Ethereum, and it does not use energy in the way that other crypto bullshit does. And it's not actually like, there's no Bitcoin, there's no you know, cryptocurrency. It's literally just, they explain it, it's like a digital ledger, but people are still pissed about it. And, like, rightfully so, because they didn't disclose it very clearly when they opened the fan club. But the way I'm seeing it, I already have my account, and they're offering things like, a fucking $100 merch gift card, and, like, I'm not gonna turn that down. But I do think it was a mistake that they launched without a fucking privacy policy or terms of service. Like, who allowed that?
Cheesy.
Hi, Nisa. Thank you for the Cheeto. Welcome in. This doesn't look the way I want it to. There we go. It's a little better. Yeah, late night bat. Yeah, I'm off schedule. I know this is wild. There might be a point where I become mute bat. Depends on how late I go and how late Slimy Jade stays up.
I'm staying up till tomorrow. I'm not sleeping.
Like Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Oh my god.
Like Friday.
You want me to come over there and shake you, don't you?
That's not what I'm going for, but like, you know I want it.
Yeah, how you doing, Nisa? How you doing, everybody? I know it's been a few days since I've been on. Yeah, I just needed a few days to rest because my fatigue caught up with me after pushing myself at the concert and then immediately doing 2 nights of work after. So I wanted to stream at my normal time, but I just needed to rest a little bit more. Oh man, I am sad that I missed out on seeing Ghost Cop live. They were in town like 2 weeks ago, right at the beginning of the month. It was the first Friday of the month because that's when the goth club downtown that I haven't been to since before COVID, but I sincerely miss it. It's just hard for me to justify the cost, especially because I don't want to go alone. Because I've tried, guys, I've tried like going alone to events, and I just never have a good time. So I don't want to pay for an Uber and go to a place where I'm gonna dance into Lemon Pain and have it all just to like not socialize with people. I want so badly to like just go to an event and like talk to people and make friends, but I'm not pushy enough to continue a conversation. So like I'll be able to like initiate with somebody and they'll talk to me for a moment, but then they usually just like go back on their phone or go back to who they're with. And it sucks because like I mentioned this, but I really wanted to make friends at the AFI early listen party, and I fucking tried. I tried my best, and just nobody really wanted to talk. The most I got was like a barely 1-minute conversation, and then I was hoping to talk more with that person after we were finished listening to the album, but they left. And they might have had like places to be, whatever, but I got completely ignored by another person. It's just like, man, I'm trying to overcome years of social anxiety, and this is what I get.
They don't deserve it.
It's just it's rough because like 99% of my social life out, other than Jade, of course, like me and Jade live together, we hang out every day, but like I just don't go out many places anymore. I go to about 2 to 3 concerts a year, and that's about it. And when this year started, I was so determined. I'm like, I'm going to like make new local friends. I'm gonna like get out of the house more, and I tried. But then I kept on having to cancel last minute on people because my pain and fatigue were just too bad. like I would make plans with somebody and I would need to wake up earlier than I usually wake up, and I would try my best to go to bed early and relax, and my brain and body just like wouldn't let me, so then I'd have to cancel on them. And so I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm just a small, tired bat. I was so confused, Nisa. I don't think anyone's ever shared a stream streak in my chat before, so I saw the icon for it in the activity feed, and it was like a red flame, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? I thought it was like an error or something. Thank you for the stream streak. Thank you for the balls. And also, hi, Maiko. Maiko of the purple variety, welcome in. And hi, Nin. I get that. I made my partner start going to the local library book club so she could IRL socialize with people that aren't me. I really need to go to the local library. Me and Jade have been saying this for a while now. I truly do need to just go there and exist and maybe look into clubs and stuff. Because it's so hard having a social life as a 30-something chronically ill person, you know? Also, hi, Dude Manjo. Welcome in. At worst, it's a good third place to hang out. Yeah, like, I just need to, like, browse books. I need to read books again, y'all. I need to read books again. The only books I've read in the past, like, 5 years have been when I've been, like, in the hospital without an internet connection. So it's like I have nothing else to do, so I was able to read, like, 4 books in, like, a 10-day span. Being a VTuber at 30-something, totally can't relate. Haha, sarcasm. But yeah, like, I just, I haven't had a lot of IRL connections. I haven't met any new IRL connections in such a long time. So I used to live in the city. I don't live in the city anymore, but I used to live in Philadelphia, and we had a rotating cast of roommates, and I moved into Philadelphia when I was like 20 years old, so this was like my early to mid 20s. I was there for 6 years, and we went through just a rotating cast of roommates, and I would make friends with some of them, and then shit would come up, and then we'd stop being friends, and they'd stop living with us. You know, people not paying their rent, people bringing problems into the house that should not have been a thing. Like the time that we almost had to live with somebody under house arrest. Thankfully, he got properly arrested, so that didn't have to happen. There was some crazy shit back then. But the last time I made friends with roommates, it went really poorly for me, and it really negatively affected my, like, mental health and stuff, and it's still feeling the effects of that, like, 4.5 years later. So, for a while, I just, like, completely withdrew from the option of, like, going out and meeting people and stuff, but then, you know, like, I started going to concerts again, and, I do have one local friend that I get to see a few times a year, but, it's been rough since, it's like the past 5 years. I mean, ever since COVID shutdowns and everything changed, like, it's been really rough. God, I'd love to meet my online friends. Thank God travel's accessible. Sarcasm. Yeah. Nisa says that's so real. I have no IRL friends. All my friends are online. Yeah, at this point, so I used to have my friends from high school and then my friends that I lived with. And then one of my best friends moved out of state and we barely talk anymore. And then I had some falling outs with roommates over roommate drama, and I ended up actually losing my whole high school friend group over one of those, because I let a girl move in with me, and then we were not able to make compromises on an issue, and it blew up, and they all took her side and wouldn't listen to me, so I didn't even get to, like, defend myself, so I just said, you know what, I'm out. So and then I had shit happen a few years ago, and I just, like, completely withdrew. So for a while, it was basically, like, Jade, Junie, and my one IRL friend, and, like, that was it. So, like, I've talked about how much VTubing has been important to my, like, social life, but I am still struggling with the, forehead boop. I am still struggling with the effects of just, like, Yeah, like I have online friends, and I live with my wife who I love, and she's my best friend, but like we're still both very like isolated, you know. We don't get out of the house very often.
Let's hear it for the love.
Let's hear it for the love. Wahoo. Also, hi Melly. Yeah, I'm currently in a place where I'm trying to plan trips to visit online friends. We've got one trip in the works right now that's only like a 5-hour train ride away, so no plane rides are involved. But budget-wise, like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do more than that trip next year. Like, all my budget's gonna be going towards making that trip happen, so... I have so many people in so many different parts of the country that I really wish we could, like, have a weekend and go eat food and stuff, but it is not so easy in this country. I don't know when I started talking about this, what my point I was getting at was. I am really lucky that I have my friend that I met through AFI. We met in the AFI fan server, which I always have to bring up. I started the server. I was the co-founder, but no one remembers I'm the co-founder because I don't have mod powers anymore, and I haven't for many years. But because I chose to start that Discord server that still exists to this day, I was able to meet my friend Raven, and she has traveled down to where I am 3 times now in just the past year to see AFI and Black Audio with me. So she came down on Tuesday, and we got to enjoy the concert front row together, and it was so cool. So I'm really lucky that I had that experience, because, guys, let me tell you, AFI is my favorite fucking band. I love them so much. I want to have more friends who are AFI fans, but it's so hard to make friends with the fans. Like, I've waited in line and mingled with people in line, but there's never like a, hey, let's swap info, and that's partially on me. It's not just other people's responsibility, but as I mentioned, I had severe social anxiety for a long time, and I'm still overcoming some of that to this day. So it's rough. I feel the social anxiety. Yeah, I was like too afraid to talk to people online. Like, I did have like mutuals. Like, Tumblr and Twitter were my main 2 sites I was on, and I did have mutuals, and we'd like reblog each other's stuff, but we wouldn't really like go into DMs and have a conversation, you know? So the connections were very easily lost when like I would find myself not having enough time to be on those websites anymore. And I never know how to like message someone, and like, and even when I do, I'll sometimes get like 1 or 2 responses, and then they'll stop responding, and it's kind of like, okay, well, the ball was in their court, and they left it, so I don't want to push it. I don't want to like, you know, intrude on their time if they don't have the time to keep conversing. But yeah, it took me until streaming to realize that I can just, like, leave comments on people's posts and not get upset if, like, they don't respond. Like, I don't have to take it personally. And I don't have to DM people in order for us to be able to form a friendship. But I struggled for a really long time, feeling like anytime I was, like, inserting myself in someone's life, that it was, like, I was being a problem or whatever. That's good enough. Oh, I need water. I still have a semi-deep fear because I had met someone online who we found out we both live in Arizona, and we became friends really fast. Met a few times IRL and hung out, and then a year later I found out she was shit-talking behind my back when I thought we were really good friends. I ran out of breath there. Nisa, that fucking sucks. I'm so sorry. That's like, it just sucks to be betrayed like that, to have your trust betrayed. You know, I do live in fear of that. myself. I mean, I had just this year I had a friendship that was lost because somebody, instead of talking to me about the issues, the perceived issues that they had, they just unfriended me and removed me from their server, and I had to message them on Blue Sky because I wasn't even allowed to message them on Discord anymore after they removed me, to ask like, hey, what happened? And they were just like, I don't know. It was just really annoying and heartbreaking that I lost a 3+ year friendship over stuff that could have been talked about. Bat, I've been wondering if there's more bats out here. There's so many bats out here. Welcome in, Batty Fez. I'm so happy to meet another bass. Bass, oh my god. Don't listen to me. It's late. I am in clown form right now, but still a bat underneath.
Do you think there's any like bass VTubers out there?
Oh my god, there's absolutely like a singing bass VTuber out there, for sure.
So
there has to be. Yeah. She ended up being a shitty person, and luckily our mutual friends didn't believe her and still remain my friend. That's good. Like, that, it sucks when, like, you know, shit talk goes around and people lose friends and stuff. I just hate to see that happen. But, oh, am I in the... Okay, I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna redraw these pupils. They seem off. They're, like, not centered. Okay, I'm very grateful for the VTuber community for letting me connect to, like, other people who, like, we all have trouble with IRL friendships for whatever reason, whether it be money or disability or just being surrounded by dramatic individuals, you know. Is the channel point a shiny Pumpkaboo? It is! I am Pumpkaboo's #1 fan. I mean, people can fight me for that, but I've drawn Pumpkaboo, like, over 200 times. Hold on. If you like Pumpkaboos, I do have to show you. I have a whole folder where I draw Pumpkaboos. So I've got Pumpkaboos based on Poke Fusions. Here's one of my personal favorites, is my Gorgeist Pumpkaboo. And I draw other people's Sonas as Pumpkaboos, so here's me as a Pumpkaboo. And then I also have been working on some Halloween themed ones. I wanted to have these finished to make a sticker sheet. I'm gonna probably be late. It's probably gonna come out in November just because I'm so busy, but making little like horror movie themed and Halloween season themed Pumpkaboo designs. They're literally all perfect. I'm so glad you think so. Yeah, I'm such a huge Pumpkaboo fan. I back in like 2016 when it was on when Tumblr had the whole like daily Pokemon Ask blog trend. I was one of the people who had a Pumpkaboo Ask blog, and basically it was like every day I would submit a drawing of someone like asking Pumpkaboo a question, and I would draw the answer to it, and I was active in that community for a little while, and honestly it was so important to me, like, to kind of like get my love of art back, because at that point in my life I was kind of like struggling with my artistic identity and considering quitting being an artist. So that was one of the things that kind of helped me stay on the art path. So I owe Pumpkaboo my life, and also my wife, who helped me get Pumpkaboo asks when I wasn't receiving any, to make sure I was always drawing.
Shaved Pumpkaboo.
Shaved Pumpkaboo. That was you, right? Yeah. If I had to pick a favorite, I usually say Gengar because they're the OGs at Ghosts, but all ghosts are better, baby. Yeah, I am a big Hex Maniac fan as well. Before I was Trash Bat Char, I was Hex Maniac Char, actually, for a few years. You did a thing? A bad? Remember my last Sona? You've seen that? But I'm redesigning it. We're twisting it into a Jester horror-like theme. That's not bad. Why would you say that's bad? We love character development. We love designs evolving based on your passions and needs. There's nothing wrong with redesigning so soon. That is kind of one of the things about being a VTuber, is that, like, you'll make a design, and then by the time you're done with that design, you'll already be thinking about new designs. This is like the 100th redesign. Listen, you chase whatever you need to chase. I mean, if you like have a PNG tuber or a model or whatever ready to go, like there's no shame in using the old one while you work on the new one. But you gotta chase your bliss, you know? Maybe Aegislash, maybe Houndstone. My whole profile on Noob's Pokemon Snap was ghost types. I did a all ghost run on Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I think it was Ruby specifically. And that was a lot of fun. That was the first time I had ever done like a challenge. I bred a bunch of like level 1 ghosts in X and Y to bring over into Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and it was a really cool experience. I'm excited about how it'll come out all Dark Carnival, Nightmare Unicorn. That sounds really cool. I'm really excited to see this, Peach. People change daily, PNGs can too. Yeah, exactly. And the thing I really love about VTubing is even if you do get a new design, you can still whip out the old design sometimes. You know? Like, you can have toggles, you can have redeems where, like, if someone misses the old design, you can bring it back. But, like, you don't gotta stick to any one thing. You can, like, have whatever. You can be, like, multiple different species or whatever. Like, you do whatever you want. VTuber lore is literally, like, the world is your oyster. For me, I'm a busy bat, so I don't get to do a lot of, like, redesign stuff for myself. But I have been thinking about it.
I'm rebranding an oyster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, see, this is the thing I love about Slimy Jade's design, as Slimy Jade's designer, is that being a slime, she can shapeshift into whatever she wants, and she can just, like, consume soda or food that is a certain color to change color. So we can do whatever the fuck we want with Slimy Jade, basically. Plenty of people change it or do redeems. Yeah! Like, you don't gotta be locked in. You're not, like, a corporate VTuber who has a certain identity and you have to sell merch. Like,
even they
and even
so many different.
Oh my god, yeah, think about Iron Mouse and how many outfits she has, and some of them look very different from one another.
Think about Zentreya, who has, like, a new full body.
Oh yeah, Zentreya started with that dragon form and then introduced the, like, android form, but then decided to keep the dragon form, too. Like, that's... Stuff like that. Like, you do not have to keep yourself in any one box. You can have lore, you don't have to have lore. You can have one design, you can have 20 designs. Like, you do whatever. How's the giant Pumpkaboo? You got it. Oh, giant Pumpkaboo, you're my entire life. Sorry, I just love the giant Pumpkaboo plush, okay? People need to know about it. Now that I have the giant Pumpkaboo plush that they sold in Japan last year, my next goal is to get the giant mascot costume that they have at Universal Japan. Have you guys seen it? Have you guys seen the giant Pumpkaboo walking around Universal Japan? Because it kills me in the best way. It's beautiful. You know, you're right. I didn't think about it this way. Added the messy sketch to the one file I shared. I don't have the link open anymore, Peach, so if you want to share that link again, I wouldn't know how to get to it easily otherwise. One point I was trying to collect a shiny of every ghost type, but I haven't done that in a while. I went through a shiny hunting phase as well. I do have a shiny Pumpkaboo sitting on my Pokemon Home account, but I have not paid for a Pokemon Home subscription in like 3+ years now, so I hope it's still there. I guess I'll find out next time I decide to re-up it. Also, hi TJ, welcome in. Dragapult was my luckiest, got him in my 3rd egg. Batty, I need to tell you about my shiny that I struggled the most with. So, I wanted a shiny Alchemy, because I really liked that it was like black whipped cream, and I wanted to put like the cherry on it. And so I did Masuda method egg hatching for a shiny Milcery, if that's how you pronounce it. Milcery, I think it's Milcery. And, you know, when you have Masuda method and you have, the shiny charm, it's about like, what, like a 1 in 512 chance. And, you know, you'll go over that. Sometimes it takes like 1,000. I got to over 3,000 eggs hatched with no shiny in sight, and I was losing my mind. But I had that, like, sunk cost fallacy that I fell for, which is I already spent so much time on this, I can't give up. It's going to happen. So what I finally did at, like, 3,300 eggs hatched with no shiny is that I drew a shiny Milcery. I don't have it on my Procreate anymore, otherwise I'd pull it up. But I drew a shiny Milcery, and I put the caption "soon" underneath it. And then I went to bed, and I posted it. Well, I posted it, and then I went to bed. And then the next day I woke up, and I remember specifically I was watching Symbiotic Titan while this happened. So I was watching Symbiotic Titan, and I was sitting down for another egg hatching session. And I shit you not, 30 eggs into that session, I got the shiny that day. So that was my first lesson in manifestation via art is real. It was incredible. I love telling that story. All right, let me catch up on chat here. We got a pronoun roll call. Gender fluid, excellent, excellent. She, her, excellent. He, they. I spent so long trying to get Oricorio, the form-changing dancing bird, because I had a ghost form and I never got one. Oh, I love Oricorio.
Oricorio's cool.
Yeah. When I played Sun and Moon, within the first 4 hours of playing, I found a full odds, shiny pom-pom Oricorio, the electric one. And it was so early game that I was, like, not ready for it, and I was so scared, but I did manage to catch it. I'm glad that Procreate seems to have fixed its layer issues. They updated Procreate recently, and it made the layers, like, impossible to read, but it seems like they fixed it, so that's cool. Sorry for loud water bottle.
You are forgiven.
That's good. Layers are essential. Yeah, it was like... So first of all, the layers were darker, so it was really hard to see what was on each individual layer, like the little preview image. The other problem is that, like, you know how it says, like, layer 14, layer 15, layer 25? It was, like, LAY ... and then it'd be cut off. And even on the part here where it says, like, assisted underneath it, so it says layer 25, and then in smaller letters it says assisted. It was even being like ASSI ... Like, it couldn't fit one word somehow, even though there was so much blank space. It was a really annoying bug for the few days I was dealing with it. I've been so excited about Bats and Ghosts, I forgot to ask what we're drawing here. So what we are drawing, this is my friend Mio, who, this is her Halloween drawing that I did last year of her as the girl from the Hex Girls. So Mio is a friend of mine who is a nine-tailed kitsune, and she is dressed up as a character from The Walking Dead named Negan, so she has his weapons in each hand. And this is part of my Stinko Pops series, which are the little drawings you see in the lower left-hand corner. I draw people as, like, chibi collectible scented vinyl figures. It's something I've been doing for about 3.5 years now. Yeah, let me look at this, link. Ooh. Ooh, first of all, I love seeing the pencil sketch. This looks really good. I'm excited because it'll be easier to add the spider lilies. Yeah, Peach, it looks really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Oh. Thanks, Scree, you Scree, for Scree, the Scree, Scree, redeem Scree, Durface Scree, and Scree, welcome Scree, Sharky Scree, I Scree, have Scree, 11 Scree, wife Scree, smooches Scree. Mwah, Scree, 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 and Scree, mwah, Scree.
Dangerously cheesy.
I Scree, love Scree, you Scree.
I Scree, love Scree, you Scree.
You're the scree, my scree.
Thanks for you, Scree, for Scree, the Scree, Cheeto Scree. This Scree is Scree, the Scree, cutest Scree, thing Scree. Thanks, Scree, you Scree. I Scree, love Scree, my Scree, wife Scree.
My scree, my scree, my scree, wife scree, two scree.
Dangerously cheesy.
Another Scree, Cheeto Scree. Thanks for you, Scree.
Gay scree.
Gay Scree?
Yeah,
Yeah, Scree?
yeah, scree.
3 Scree, 2 Scree, 1 Scree. Okay, I'm free.
I'm scree, not scree.
Dangerously cheesy.
And hi, Maddie. Thank you for the Cheeto. Welcome in. Oh, my wife's yawning.
No, that was a noise of delight.
Yeah? Yeah, at some point I'm gonna be probably muting to let the wife sleep.
Nope, I'm up until you're done sleeping.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm probably going for a little less than I usually do. I'm definitely not doing a 5-hour art stream, I can tell you that. The Scree is comedy gold. I can't take full credit for it. I stole it from Alex, and Alex probably stole it from someone else. But I got it because my friend Alex does the moos, because, you know, being a Highland cow. And people kept on telling me I should do screes, because, you know, I'm a bat, and that's what I do. I scree at people, so...
Hey, I'm a bat scree.
Hey, I'm a bat scree, exactly. Oh, frick. There we go. Everything you want, better than nothing. Just let me go. Everything you want, is that what you get? Like a shot in the dark. I would be tempted to steal that, but I do not trust my friends to use the redeem responsibly. Well, that, my friend, is why you set cooldowns. That's why I only do it for 1 minute, and I have like a 5-minute cooldown, so people can't stack it. My friend, when he does his moves, he does let them stack, so people will use points and hit him with a bunch of them. But for me, especially because, like, I'm doing art, so I'm not always talking very much, depending on the stream. So I just do it in little, like, 1-minute bursts, so nobody gets, like, burnt out on it, myself included. I usually have another voice redeem that people love to redeem, but I did take it off the menu tonight since I started so late, which is my Jason Funderburker voice. Slimy J must be happy. Funderburker off the menu tonight.
Jason Funderburker is my favorite.
Yeah? The what voice? So, Jason Funderburker, often people call him a Thunderburger, but it's actually Funder with an F, Burker with a K, is a character from the show Over the Garden Wall, which was a limited, animated series that came out about 10 years ago. And there's this minor character that shows up near the end of the show called Jason Funderburker, and he is, the love interest rival of the main character, because the main character has a crush on a girl and she seems interested in this Jason Funderburker kid, and he's described as being so, like, suave and popular and stuff, and then he comes on screen and his voice is, like, pathetic. I'll give you a little preview. He kind of talks like this, like, he just sounds pathetic, utterly pathetic.
And he has a bowl cut.
He has a bowl cut. Yeah, I'll show you guys my my PNG for it. That's what Trashbat Funderburker looks like. I just edited a screenshot of him. And for some godforsaken reason, I don't know why this started, but I started offering it as a redeem at the beginning of the year, and people have a love-hate relationship with it. I've got pro Funderburker people who show up and say this is the thing that makes my day. And then I have the anti-Thunderbreaker people who are like, oh god, please no. And Slime Wife falls a little bit into the latter category.
You have Thunderbreaker trauma.
Yeah, to be fair, I did a stream on Valentine's Day with the wife, and somebody redeemed Thunderbreaker voice right when I was about to do a big sloppy wet smooch that I made people pay channel points for. Like, everyone contributed their channel points so that we would do one giant smooch instead of just the little ones. And I had to do it while Thunderbreaker voice, and I lost myself with laughter to the point that I fell over laughing hysterically. And on my way down, because I like went down to the floor to do this, I fell over and I kneed my wife in the face as I fell over. There is a clip of it on Twitch. She was okay. She was fine, but Thunderbreaker is a trauma point for Slimy Jade. What are wives for if not lightly torturing? Do you agree with that? You agree with that, Slimy Jade?
No, I would never do anything like that to you.
Oh yeah? Is that so?
Yeah.
She's full of shit, guys.
I'm full of soup.
You wish.
Depends on the story.
Truly a comedy of errors. Couple goals. Hey, if you guys think that's cool, you should vote for us in the Shitty Small VTuber Awards. I'm not gonna grab the link right now because I'm lazy and I've already pushed it, but me and Jade are up for nomination for cutest couple in a VTuber award show run by Lil Appleseed, second year in a row. And I have agreed that if we win, I am going to get Jade a Baja Blast lip balm, and I'm going to get myself a Cheeto lip balm, and we're going to have weird smooches. We're going to do like a date night stream with some weird smooches, if we win. If not, I will just do a normal date night. That will probably have Thunderbreaker. Another hug the giant pumpkaboo. Ooh, giant pumpkaboo. That's the gayest thing ever. I need the vote link. All right, you know what, Batty? Batty, I got you. I got you. I know how to find it. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna send the link to the Blue Sky post, and within that post there is a Google Doc link. And there are some other categories. If I may offer a couple suggestions, you do not have to vote in every category, but I do have some friends that are up for nomination. I believe Glow the Succubus is up for nomination for Best Dressed, or like, yeah, I think it's Best Dressed, which is utterly deserving because Glow does amazing work with their V-Word model and their live 2D models. And my friend Alex, who I was talking about with the Moo Redeems, he's up for Most Likely to Brighten Your Day. And then also, Siren King, I believe, is up for nomination for Most Likely to Kill Us All. But vote in as many or as little categories as you want. You can vote in just one. You can vote in all of them. Whatever you want. Okay. All I gotta do is the ponytail. And then we can start doing flat colors. You want to hug a giant pumpkaboo? I wish you could hug a giant pumpkaboo, Nexus. I would love to share giant pumpkaboo with the masses. I got mine on eBay. I don't know how much they're going for right now, but they started being sold last year. And I got mine on eBay for like $65, I think, which is, you know, it's expensive for a plush, but it was for pumpkaboo, so I had to do it. I actually remember it was, somebody got a Pokemon PNG tuber commission from me last year, and they decided to buy commercial rights so that they could sell stickers of it. And I used their commercial rights money to get the giant pumpkaboo, and it was the happiest day of my life. Similar to, but not the same one I saw. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, indie VTuber award shows This is the only one I've ever like participated in. Me and Jade were nominated last year for Cutest Couple, but we did not win. So maybe this year. Maybe this year's the year. And if not, I guess we'll just have to be cuter and gayer in 2026. Clearly this one's not reputable, because if they were doing Biggest Flirt, they would have contacted me. Fair enough. Yeah, it all comes down to who does stuff in the nomination process, because it's all user nominated. Oh, thank you for the vote. I appreciate it. I promise I'll find some ways to have a fun date night stream. If we win. We'll plan some activities. I've kind of always wanted to do a newlywed game kind of situation where we have to like guess each other's answers to things.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. It's just a matter of figuring out like the format and like maybe having a host for it, or like who would come up with the questions, you know?
Violet.
Oh yeah, maybe Violet. Violet would be a good person to tag in for that, huh?
Yeah, she's a real game show fan.
Yeah, you're so right.
Char, can you also cook a single piece of spaghetti so we can lady in the train?
Just the single spaghetti noodle?
Yeah, but like a long one.
I mean, I guess I can. I guess I have it the power.
Yay.
We also should split a single meatball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to do spaghetti, we could do Lady and the Tramp and Nerds rope.
Can we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want a Lady in the Tramp and Nerds rope with you.
Romance.
Those asymmetrical co-op games are good for couples. It Takes Two, Clandestine, Bokura, Operation Tango. I've only heard of the first one. The one that me and Jade played one time was Unraveled. Was that what the little yarn dudes?
Yeah.
I would replay that. It's been many years since we played it.
That fucking bird.
Yeah, the grouse.
Grouse.
The grouse.
Hate that guy. Grouse trauma.
I especially recommend Operation Tango. You're the hacker and the field agent in an 80s spy movie. Ooh. Ooh, I need to write this down somewhere. Slimy Jade message this to me or something. That does sound cool.
It does.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I've been craving more co-op games with the wife, because, the only game we really got to do recently was taking turns playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 together. 3 and 4. But that wasn't really quite co-op, you know? Like, I want something where we both have the controller at the same time. Granted, we need to get another PlayStation controller, I think, to make that happen. Small, welcome in. Thank you for the Cheeto. Bokura's adorable. The second one's adorable, but evil. Ooh. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check some of these co-op games out, because that would be a great thing to do on stream. Oh, my wife has adorable yawns. She's so cute. And now she's bleeding.
That's bleeding with a T, not a T.
She's bleeding. She's bleeding. It's everywhere.
Baja Blast is leaking out of me.
Oh my god. Why did you stab her? No, she's bleeding like a goat. She transformed into a goat for the bit. You know what I wish I had set up still? Is our Coco Goat. I don't think I have it on my React. Yeah, I need to add it to my reactive now that you can have more than 8 models.
Oh, fuck, the Coco Goat was so bloody.
Maybe during ad break I'll set it up. To let you guys know, I do have an ad break coming in about a minute and a half. So I will get up and stretch my bones during that. Oh my god, hi Coin. Welcome in. Stark Hyba, hi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to my dumpster. Enjoy your stay. I do apologize, ad break is about to start, but I will still be here in a few minutes. There is, yeah, no, I got you. So, Batty, you'll need to be manually approved, so I'll have myself or one of the mods approve you once you join, because I just have manual approval, so people can't go in there and post rude things. But, I got you. Yeah, I had to hide the Discord command to mods only because I had somebody abuse it earlier this year. Okay, the line on top of this is way too thick. I had that happen week 1. I'm a baby streamer with 5 followers and got a hate rate. That's awful. People are so pathetic. Like, that's how you spend your time on this earth. Like, what the hell? Okay, I need to, like, make this line thinner. But I'm not sure if my method of doing it. Okay, there's that break. I'll come back to this in a few minutes. See you guys in a few. Scree!
Dangerously cheesy.
Scree scree. I came back a couple seconds before ads were technically over. Scree, welcome back. It is the middle of the night and you're in a form that incites nightmares, so I'm gonna drive by Cheeto and send smooches. No worries, Mom. I'm so sorry. But thank you for the Cheeto. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I did used to mod for a huge Discord with 4K plus members that weirdly got targeted by Nazis, so our mostly queer and Jewish mod team kept a tally on who banned the most. So at least it was something I could handle. Oh my god, I don't think I could handle a server with 1,000 members in it being like the owner. Let alone 4,000 members. Oh my goodness. I don't have the strength for that. Yeah, like community management seems like a horrible job. Gonna be real, thought you weren't going live tonight, Bat. Well, Sage, I wanted to, but then I was not feeling super good. I like slept in for a lot of today. But thankfully I had enough energy and it was at an hour where it was like, let me try a late night stream. I almost always start my streams around the same time, between 8:30 and 9 p.m. Eastern time. And because I don't want to be on too late because like, other people's sleep schedules. But Slime Wife said she was okay with it, and if she does go to bed and I'm still drawing, I can just mute and continue to talk and chat. But I really wanted to get some work done tonight, and I also did not want to have 3 days off in a row like I did. Stream streak on every stream. Oh, that's why everybody's doing it. Okay. I was like questioning. I was like, I never see stream streaks, and then all of a sudden everyone's sharing it tonight. So that's cool. Let's see. We mail my stream streak stuff as MIA. IDK if I disabled it site-wide. But I missed my free channel points. No, I'm so sorry, Cena. You deserve the free channel points. Oh my god. Yeah, I have no idea how it works. I didn't know that it like wasn't working a certain way until just recently, but I was wondering why everyone had stream streaks tonight. But thank you guys for coming in and throwing your Cheetos and getting your streak, because I know I usually don't stream this late. But we're trying something new out. And like I said, I might have to mute in a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Surprised seeing it in some others' chats. I'm used to only seeing it in my comfort streamers chat, but now I can get them everywhere. Yay! And thank you for the follow. Welcome to the dumpster. Enjoy your stay. Maybe do it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm surprised by how many people are here tonight, because I don't stream this late usually, so this was like an experiment. So thank you guys for being here. I know it's like different time zones for different people, so it might not be as late for other people, but this is off schedule for me, so I just didn't think a lot of people were gonna be up.
Dangerously cheesy.
My dedication to stream streaks on my comfort streamers, I'm at 105. Dude, that's awesome. Hi Artemis, thank you for the Cheeto. Welcome in. Smooch to wipe 10 pack. Mwah, 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 mwah. Me insomnia mode in Sims 4 FOMO questing. I like the friendly background noise. I'm here because I've been going, man, I haven't seen any BatTuber for weeks. I don't care if it's 3 AM. It's midnight for me, but I woke up from a nap around 9, so yeah, I'm screwed. Yeah, guys, if you want to know what my sleep schedule's like right now, I laid down for bed at 5:30 a.m. last night, and I had an alarm set for around 2 in the afternoon, but then I woke up around maybe like 11:30 in the morning to use the bathroom, and I was just so achy and tired, and I was like, nah, I need to rest. So I turned my alarm off and decided to just sleep in until I was ready. And then it was around like, I don't know, like 4:30, 4:45 that my wife poked me and was like, hey, just so you know, it's like past 4. And I was just like, ruh, ruh, ruh. And then I stayed in bed for another hour, and I think I finally got out of bed at 5:45 p.m. So not ideal, but I gotta listen to my body sometimes, because if I had forced myself up, I would have been like not getting anything done because I would have been so exhausted. So it's better for me to just take the L for the afternoon and hope that my night goes better.
Plus, I did your Genshin for you already.
Yes, because that's the one thing that gets me out of bed is playing Genshin Impact daily. My sleep schedule is more of a sleep suggestion. Yeah, I just, I'm a night owl. I'm a night bat, like, obviously. I try to go to bed early when I have, like, appointments and stuff to wake up for, but, like, my anxiety and stuff just doesn't let me. And so, it doesn't matter if I go to bed at 4, 5, 6, 7, it's like, it all ends up the same. That is up late at night, go figure. Yeah, like, I'm lucky that because my job is being a freelance artist, I do get to set my own hours. And I've gotten into a good groove where I, right after dinner, around like 8:30 p.m. is when I will usually start stream. And then I'll usually go for 4 to 5 hours. And that way I don't go to bed until later, but I usually try to get off of Twitch by 2 a.m. Just so, I'm not keeping the wife awake, because some nights she goes to bed at 2, some nights she goes to bed at 4, like, it kind of varies. So,
Unpredictable.
You
keep you on your toes.
You do keep me on my toes, it's true.
Hey.
Hey. You're adorable, I love you.
Wow, I love you.
But yeah, it's only a problem when I have, like, doctor's appointments and stuff to wake up for. But, I like the quiet at night. I kind of like having the time really late at night where everyone else has gone to bed and I can just kind of, like, listen to music and read Wikipedia articles for fun and shit like that. I could just listen to you two interact all day. You're so freaking cute. Aw, shucks.
Wow.
I'm glad people like hanging out with me and the wife.
We are pretty cute.
Yeah, I'll admit it. We're pretty cute.
That's why you should vote for us in the Shitty Small VTuber Awards for the best couple.
That he already did.
Well, more people should. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Oh my god.
Tell some strangers.
I feel like the ears could come down a little bit. Okay, no, not that. We want push.
Dangerously cheesy.
Whiskey! Hi, Whiskey. It's good to see you. Welcome in. My mom barely knows what a Twitch is. I'd have to explain so much to get her to vote to. That's fair. Wasn't expecting to open Twitch and see you live. Yeah, I'm surprising everybody tonight. Scree. Yeah, I don't think I've ever streamed this late before, but trying something new, and if Slime Wife gets tired enough, I'll just mute my microphone and we'll vibe. But I wanted to get some work done tonight. Because I was gonna get work done earlier, but then A, I was tired, and B, an opportunity arose to hang out with a friend I haven't gotten to see much lately, so I prioritized friendship. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Yeah, I got 3 Halloween Stinko Pops to deliver still, and I said they're guaranteed by Halloween day, but I really would like to have them a few days beforehand so people can like enjoy them while they're still relevant. I know nobody's like gonna be mad at me like, oh, if you deliver my Stinko on the 30th, I'll be so angry, grr, but it's just like a personal thing. I just like, I wanna get them done in time. Alright, we gotta redo the layer mask. Actually, we don't have to do a layer mask. I can just do the tufts on a separate layer. And just to confirm, okay, yeah, the ears are the same color as the hair. Ooh, that's not the right color. There we go. But yeah, I might end up doing some late night art streams like this sometimes when I either miss my normal stream window or I just have the motivation to do even more art. You probably still won't see me in the daylight though. The daylight streams, for art in particular, it's hard to do daylight streams because I get really bad glare on my my iPad and my laptop when I stream in the afternoon. I can do gaming streams in the afternoon because my gaming setup is in a different spot in the room, but my art setup is set up right behind a window, so I've tried doing daytime art and it's usually kind of hard. I really love finding I'm really finding I love art streams. I have almost no artistic talent. I'm a writer, but the process is fascinating. I think it's cool for that people who don't do art check out art streams because you get to see like how the sausage is made, you know? Like I think it's easy to look at a piece of art and only look at it for like 5 seconds and be like, "Wow, that's so cool. That person's so talented. I bet it was so easy for them." And then like you actually see the process and you see how many hours of work it is and how we're like agonizing over single lines and undoing, redoing like so even if you don't draw, I do think you can still learn a lot by watching somebody else's process. And me, speaking as a visual artist, I envy writers. I don't understand how people are good writers. I don't really have the imagination to write good. I've dabbled in it here and there over the years, but for the most part, I just look at other people who are like prolific writers. I'm just like, damn, how you do that? Brain no do picture, brain words good. See, I guess I'm the opposite. I like doing the pictures, but if you get me to do words, if you ask me to do world building, I could not. I'm not good at that kind of thing. Oh, that's so cool. Swipe and it's gone. Nah, I love the streams. I always strictly blame my aphantasia. Batty, it's interesting you say that because I actually also have aphantasia. To not like 100%, it's not like total darkness, but this is something I kind of learned relatively recently, like in the past year or so, that this is a thing. And I thought about it, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I do struggle with being able to see pictures in my head. So I think that's part of why being a visual artist is important for me, because I can put ideas that are like foggy, blurry, just like ideas in my head that I can't actually see fully. Like every once in a while, I'll have a piece of art and it will kind of like flash in my head for like a second, and I kind of have to chase that, like, ooh, how do I make that happen? But those moments are really rare. I've heard artists with aphantasia who use art to help visualize. Yeah, exactly. I wrote a lot of fanfic and did long-running RPs with friends as a kid and teenager, and then I quit writing and started drawing more. Hey, you can always come back to it. Here's the thing. You can always return to a art form that you haven't done in years. You can always start a new art form. Yeah, it's been nice for me to like hear from other people who have aphantasia, whether they're artists or not, because it it was like kind of like eye-opening for me to realize that was a thing. And that's why, like, I do struggle as an artist. I do struggle to draw things without reference, and I always felt shitty about that. I was always like, oh, I'm not a real artist because I have to look up how to draw stuff. But um with years of practice and with realizing that using references is fine and normal, I've, you know, accepted what I am able to do with my skill set and how my brain works. I've tried so hard to understand seeing things in my head. I've had so many conversations with people about it. I do not understand how these people have eyes in their brains. That's some cosmic horror shit. Keep your bloodborne ass eyes away from me. Batty, I guess my question for you would be, do you have dreams? And do you remember visuals from your dreams? Because the thing is, I can dream just fine. I actually have lucid dreams sometimes. So, like, I can, like, see and feel things in a dream state. But then, like, I'm in the real world. I close my eyes and I just see, like, you know, blurriness inside my head. It's kind of like if I want, you know, the aphantasia test that they give you is to, like, visualize an apple, right? And so when it comes to visualizing an apple, for me, I kind of see like a blurry silhouette of an apple in my chosen color. You know, we'll go with red here because that's the classic. And if I want to think about more details that are on an apple, I kind of have to like apply it. It's almost like I have to type out the description in my head and then apply that description to the blurry blob to help like bring more details into it. Like, oh, like it, like, you know, has the spots, it has like the line texture, it has like the stem, but I still just, I don't see the apple. I, you know, it's so hard to explain. Hi Virgil, thank you for the Cheeto. Yeah, I mean, like, the mind's eye thing is so hard to describe, and everyone's works differently. But for me, it's not like I can see an apple imposed over my vision, you know. But it's so hard to describe, and it's just especially with everything being kind of blurry for me. And Raya, thank you for the Cheeto as well. Welcome in, everybody. Whoa, that's not the reference layer. There we go. It is the Char of the Bat variety. I am of the Jester variety right now, but yes, yes. And yeah, Rye, I'm a little off schedule tonight. I know. Y'all are not used to seeing me at this hour. I am always awake at this hour. It's just a matter of I never stream at this hour out of respect for other people's sleep schedules. And I keep looking at my wife and telling her if she wants to go to bed, she can. Oh my god. If I am still drawing once she goes to bed, I will just mute my mic. But
Bart Simpson eating bread. Go to then you say
go to bread. I just kind of imagine the concept of an apple. If you ask what color apple I imagined, that does not compute. I only imagined apple, not red apple or green apple. That's visual language and my brain doesn't have eyes in it. Yeah, I pick up what you're putting down. I get that. Yeah, for me, it's like, I try to think of something more complex than an apple. Because when it comes to an apple, I do immediately have, like, the image of, like, a cartoon clip art of a red apple. And then if I want to add more details, I have to think about it. But even then, I don't really see it. I kind of just, like, it's almost like I feel the memory of what it looks like. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not, like, actually seeing it in my head, but I'm, like, recalling looking at something like that. I'm, like, trying to look for a previous memory that has that thing in it, and I'm, like, getting a blurry little card along with that. I'm very grateful to be an eldritch being who can rotate an apple in my head. Oh, you can rotate it? Damn, Whiskey, I'm jealous. I want that microwave brain. The inner machinations of your mind are an enigma. The milk spills. I always reference that. I'm sorry, I always reference the same, like, 3 SpongeBob references. I cannot help myself. Hey, yo, girl, you a microwave? Because, Guys, I just watched I rewatched a video, but I watched a video tonight. If I don't know if anyone here has heard of the Backyard Scientist, but he's a YouTuber, and he does crazy shit. And one of the videos we watched tonight while we were hanging out was he microwaved a microwave. He made a giant microwave made from the parts of 5 microwaves. It was about 4 to 5 times more powerful than a regular microwave. And in the giant microwave, he placed a normal microwave, and in that microwave, he placed a Hot Pocket. And so he hit 2 minutes on the regular microwave, and then closed the big microwave and started it up. It was wild. Gonna microwave so many apples.
I still, my favorite still has to be the 400-mile-per-hour rocket knife.
Yeah. I will not be granted eyes. My insight is 0 and will remain 0. Hi, Sarah! Imagine being an eldritch being. Couldn't be you, right? Welcome in, Sarah. I hope you are doing well. You need to see the macrowave? I got you. I think I can pull up the link pretty easily since I was just watching it a few hours ago. But I got you. Let's see, history. Share, copy. There you go. That is the link to the Backyard Scientist's macrowave. I'll watch that after you mute or leave since it's 10 minutes. Yeah, take your time. And if you end up liking that video, there are some wild videos on that dude's channel. Me and Jade went down a rabbit hole with it earlier this year. Okay, so I have a couple questions for Mio that I'm gonna need to get answered at some point, including, does she want different makeup from last year? Probably yes. I probably should look at a regular, not Halloween Mio art and figure out what makeup to do based on that. But let's get the ponytail blocked in. Putting a microwave in a microwave just sounds like scientific shit posting. I love it. That's kind of what that dude does. So he's like very smart and he like knows what he's doing, but he also does stuff that just sounds idiotic on paper just because he can. I mean, the one video that Jade's been mentioning that is her favorite is he made a homemade rocket that has 6 kitchen knives attached to it in a star formation. And he just went to an open field where there was, like, nobody for miles and was just shooting the rocket at car doors and refrigerators and whatever he could get his hands on. One of my favorite videos from his is the human rat glue trap, where he buys the glue that they use to make rat traps and makes a human-sized rat trap and puts himself in like a bodysuit and sees if he can get himself free.
It was barely in science.
Yeah, that one was hardly science. That was mostly just he heated up goop and slapped it on plywood.
I did like when he rode a bike.
I did like how he had a little Spider-Man costume and tried to climb a tree with it.
Yeah.
Like the one Saw trap they put the Linkin Park singer? Hold up. What are you talking about? Was Chester Bennington in a Saw movie? And I don't know this. I've only seen the first Saw. I never watched the rest of the series. I watched the first Saw many years ago. Oh my god, I don't know about this baddie. I've never heard of this. Did he have a rat trap? Being smart just means you learn new ways to be dumb. That is beautifully put. His back was glued to his car seat, and he had to pull forward and peel his skin off. Oh, no! No! Oof.
I've been there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sitting on any sort of furniture in Arizona in 120 degree weather.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Damn, yeah, I've never heard of this before. I have a thing where, like, I don't watch horror movie sequels unless someone has, like, specifically personally told me, like, oh, this one is really good. Like, I've seen the first Nightmare on Elm Street and none of the others. I've seen the first Friday the 13th and none of the others. First Saw and none of the others. A lot of them I just have not gone out of my way to watch the sequels. I did watch the sequel to Alien this year. I watched Alien for the first time last year, and then I watched Aliens just last week. And I was told that the sequel to Hellraiser is good, so I'm planning on rewatching Hellraiser 1 and then watching Hellraiser 2 right after. If anybody wants to join me for a Hellraiser double feature, I'll probably be doing that at some point in the next couple weeks. Saw's my guilty pleasure horror series. It's so dumb. I love it so much. Saw is amazing. Saw 2 is great. Saw 3 is good. The rest exist. Wife's favorite horror series, guilty pleasure, would you call it a guilty pleasure horror series?
Probably, because I know that they're not great.
Yeah, Final Destination is the series that Slime Wife likes to watch, which again, I might have seen the second one. I know I saw the first one, and you might have had me watch the second one. I'd have to look at my letterbox to confirm. I think I saw the second one. But, you know, horror movie sequels have a pretty notorious reputation of not being very good usually. Or even there'll be like one or two decent ones, but they always like pale in comparison, and then they just keep getting worse and worse as time goes on.
And then they go to space.
And then they go to space. Final Destination 3 was my first horror movie on accident as a baby bat alone at 3 a.m. Oh my god.
No.
I really wish I could remember what my very first horror movie was. We've talked about this in the past recent weeks when I've been talking about horror movies. The first one I saw in movie theaters was The Uninvited. I remember that because I was with a group of friends in like the 8th or 9th grade. But I can't remember if I saw a genuine horror movie before that point. I know that my family was watching, I think, Scream, and I was not allowed to see it, and I was like 7 or something. And then, you know what I saw that I shouldn't have seen when I was like 13 or 14? Scary Movie. I think I saw Scary Movie 4 in theaters with my brother, who had just turned 18 and was allowed to chaperone me to an R-rated movie. So I think that was one of the first R-rated movies I ever saw in a theater. And the thing was, because I had never really seen any of the horror movies it was referencing, it probably didn't do much for me. But I can't remember because this was so long ago, and I have trouble remembering things that I watched from 5 years ago, let alone 15. My poor mom got woken up because I had to go sit in bed with her after watching it. Oh. I do remember when I was in high school, I had one of my friends over for a sleepover, and we decided to watch The Human Centipede, and it was like midnight, and nobody was around, and that was a time. That was a fucking experience. We were laughing, to be fair. Like, we were laughing our way through it, but, like, probably coping. Very hard.
I forgot to tell you.
Yeah?
New Ordinary Sausage video out.
Uh-huh.
He puts a pumpkin pie in a waffle.
Pumpkin pie in a waffle maker. That is my kind of language. Me and my partner joke about being in love, just like Billy and Stu from Scream. I've seen all the Human Centipede movies, and holy crap, 2's definitely the hardest to watch, but they're all brutal. I refuse to watch the other ones. I have read the Wikipedia articles for them. I do think it's really funny that the premise of the third one is, like, a giant train of human centipedes. Like 100 people, I think. Something like that. 2 is horrible, 3 is satire. I see. Okay. I see. Yeah, I mean, that's a movie again. I watched that in, like... What year did the first one even come out? I actually don't know. I probably watched it around, like, 2011, if I had to guess. Maybe 2012?
I've never seen that yet.
Really?
I think when did the first one come out?
I think, like, maybe 2010-ish, give or take. I'd have to, you know, look it up to be sure.
I'm gonna...
Yeah, go ahead.
If it came out that late, I'm currently remembering.
In each movie in the series, the previous movies are movies but didn't actually happen. Okay.
2009.
2009. Okay, I was close.
When did I...
Yeah, I was in high school when that came out, so...
Hey, so... When did I fucking...
You were still in college at that point, I think.
Was I?
Right? No.
No, I graduated in 2008.
Okay, so it was right after you were done college.
I swear I remember my shitty first-year college roommate watching Human Centipede, and I was like, no thank you. But
it must have been something else. Maybe like freaking, I don't know, House of a Thousand Corpses or some shit.
No, I watched that.
You watched that? House of a Thousand Corpses, I think, was one of the first horror movies that I watched by myself. And I remember this was at a point where I was, like, challenging myself to, like, do things that I perceived were scary. So I did it, like, when nobody was home and with the lights off and the curtains drawn and everything. So to, like, make it an atmosphere. I pirated the first movie and showed it to my Mormon friend after school. He did not watch for long. I did the same challenging thing. Then I watched Cannibal Holocaust. Oh no. I haven't seen that one, but I know about it. The one that was on my list of, like, this is at what I thought was the most fucked up one at the time was a movie called The Begotten, and I still have never seen it. But I watched like a 5-minute clip of it, and it seemed like it'd be brutal to sit through the whole thing, especially by yourself. I did finally watch Eraserhead for the first time this year, and I am never gonna watch that one again. Not because it was gory or anything, just it was a rough watch. Do not watch it. Understood. You got it. It is not on my list. I got so many things on my list, let me tell you, it's not on there. Alright, what, let's see. So, Negan doesn't wear makeup, but I feel like Mio could use a little eyeshadow anyway. So I'll do just kind of like a nude, like, neutral color. I won't do as dark as I did for her, Hex Girls one. I'll just kind of do a nice little brown eyeshadow. Ooh, that's too big. Way too big. You know what's really good? Funny Games. The premise is pretty standard, but the way it's filmed and shot, everything's so unsettling. Look, so the movie's called Funny Games? Here, let me open that on Letterboxd in a separate tab here.
I want to rewatch Your Next.
Funny Games from 1997 or from 2007? I'm seeing two movies names called the same thing. 2007? Okay. Oh, it has pretty good ratings. It's a shot-for-shot exact remake, but with different actors and in English. Oh, okay. If it's like shot-for-shot, yeah. Guys, so I watched a movie a few days ago. We did a couple movies in the Discord a couple nights ago. We did Reanimator, which was a little rough. It was pretty gory. And the other one we did was We Are the Night, originally called Wir sind die Nacht, which is a 2010 German lesbian vampire movie. Well, yes, I know.
Cough, cough, German, cough, cough.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. So the movie was originally filmed in German, and then they made a terrible dub of it, and unfortunately, the terrible English dub is the easiest to find version. Batty, I'm gonna warn you, the lesbian vampires, it doesn't end lesbian. We'll just say that. We'll just say that the vampires who are lesbian do not get to have a lot of time to shine. But to me, it was described as a lesbian vampire movie. But
And it felt like one.
there were moments. There were definitely moments. The one girl, absolutely, 100%. But, yeah, we'll just, I hate to spoil, but the main character does end the movie with a male character. I cop at that. So... but if I find any good sapphic vampire movies, I'll let you know, because I'm always on the hunt. I have The Brides of Dracula on my list to watch sometime soon. What was the one we watched last year? Was it last year? Was it 2 years ago? You remember that, 1960 movie we watched with the vampire?
Yes, I forget what it's called.
Hold on, I gotta... it is called We Are the Night. I believe it's from 2010. Give me a moment. I'm gonna pull up my Halloween movie list from the past couple years. Because every Halloween season, starting last week of August, I start cramming a bunch of movies in. Okay, it wasn't last year, it was definitely the year before. The Vampire Lovers is actually from 1970. So I'll put that one in chat. Now same thing, so if you watch a vampire movie, it usually doesn't have a happy ending. So if you're looking for happy gay ending, you're probably not gonna get it with vampire flicks. But the 1970s were a very prolific time for lesbian vampire movies. Hi Skulls, how we doing? I'm good. How are you doing? Not a sapphic or gay vampire thing, but I've heard good things about Humanist Vampire Seeking Consenting Suicidal Person, which is a French movie about a vampire who doesn't want to hurt people, but her family makes her try to drink blood. Oh, I'm gonna open that on a list. So, a lot of times when you tell people about a movie and they're like, I'll add it to my list, and they don't actually add it to a list, I do add it to a list. I have a Letterboxd account. I keep track of all the movies I watch. I don't watch a ton of movies, honestly. It's really Halloween season is when I watch the most quantity of movies, and even then it's only about 15 to 20 movies. But I love vampire movies, so I'm always looking for vampire movie recommendations. Tired but good. Yeah, it's good to see you. I know I'm streaming a lot later than I usually do, but it's good to see everybody. I need to hydrate. Okay, so I can start shading this. I don't know. I need to get a reference picture of Mio that isn't her Stinko Pop, because I did the red sparkles to match her red outfit last year, so this year I probably need to do purple. But I could start with the eyes, which it looks like I'm missing one detail that I did last year. The Jester plushie model's adorable, isn't it? That is made by Izzy, aka It's Virtually a Goblin. I do have it linked in my credits panel. These plushie models are on VGen for a very affordable price, so if you think it's cute and you want one yourself, I highly recommend you commission one. I always say I'll add stuff to the list because my life has been full of people shaming me for not seeing popular movies. The list exists, but it's very short. I'm often lying. Batty, as somebody who has not seen a lot of very popular movies, I feel you. I really do. It's something I slowly try to work on, but I'm always gonna have gaps.
One thing I feel I've gotten better at is if you say you haven't seen a movie, it's like, what do you mean you haven't seen it? Oh my god, it's more just like, oh, I love that. I want to show it to
you. Yeah, like instead of shaming someone, like that's the best way to make them not want to see the movie. Yeah. Like take it as an opportunity to be like, oh, well, like if you ever want to watch it, I'd be happy to watch it with you. And then don't be mad if they say no, because there's so many shows and movies out there. Like, we cannot keep up with it all. That passion's what people need. Yeah, it shouldn't be a shame thing. It should be a exciting opportunity to be the one to introduce somebody to a thing, you know? Okay, these pupils are too big. These are too big. Yeah, like for example, we're gonna be doing a watch party on Wednesday night of my personal favorite movie, which is Repo the Genetic Opera. It is a horror musical that is kind of campy from like 2007, 2008. And if someone says they haven't seen it, the first thing I say is, oh my god, like, is this something that would interest you? Do you like silly horror musicals? Let me introduce it to you. It's my favorite movie. I watch it annually. And the thing is, at the end of the day, it's a weird movie. It's kind of a hard watch. Here's the story, guys. Many years ago, when I lived in the city in a shared house, we had a friend of a friend over, and we weren't very close with this guy. And we sat him down to watch Repo with us. He hated the movie so much that he straight up left our house and drove home before the movie was finished. It was like mad. So ever since then, I've been very aware that like this movie is not for everybody, and I should not take it personally. But for real, I just like having the opportunity to share my favorite thing with people, and if it's their thing, then awesome. If not, then no worries. Like, we all have our own tastes. I went over to a girl's house one night and found out she hadn't seen Young Frankenstein, so I made her watch it while she was very distracted by my presence. I was like, no, baby, we have to watch. Let me tell you about the hump blooper. The hump blooper. I have that silly thing where there's a 50-50 chance that if someone tells me I have to watch something, I'll never, either watch it that night or never in my fucking life. I have no idea what tips the scales. I've been wanting to watch Repo, absolutely a 10. Ooh. All right. Well, we have a event if you need a reminder. I have an event set up in the server for it. It's going to be on Wednesday night at, I think 10 p.m. Eastern is the time I set. I think too many people refuse to take I'm just not interested as an answer because of the whole push of you should at least try it. I don't usually watch horror movies that people recommend because I don't like horror movies. I prefer to read written horror. But that doesn't stop people from constantly being like, but you have to try this one. Yeah, that at that point, like, people don't need to take it upon themselves to decide what is best for somebody. Like, we have our own preferences when it comes to media, and we should not be shaming each other because, like, we have a niche that we enjoy, or we have a specific genre that we've decided that we don't like. I understand where people are coming from when they're like, oh, like, you have to push past your like biases or whatever, and like, you know, you're never gonna try new things if you don't try them. But like, at the same time, it's being a movie watcher. It's not serious. Like, watch the movies that interest you. You don't have to challenge yourself to watch movies. If you're a cinephile and you love to watch challenging stuff, more power to you. Have fun. Like, be a film nerd. That's wonderful. But a lot of us just want to watch feel-good movies. A lot of us just want to sit down and enjoy a fun movie, a silly movie, a romantic movie. Like, not everybody needs to be into everything. Not everyone has to try horror. If they like see horror from a distance and they're like, that's not for me, fucking respect it. Like, it's not your job to change people's minds. You can do your best to, like, maybe make a suggestion that's like, oh, I have an idea for something that's not, like, super scary or is, like, a really good intro if you ever want to, like, sit down with me and try it. But if they say no, don't take it personally.
Or even, like, cross-genre things. Like, there's some really good horror comedies that have scary horror elements that are, like, light-hearted.
Yeah, I do have a few, like, horror quote-unquote movies that would be, like, light on gore and light on grimness that are more just, like, funny and, you know, adventurous or whatever. But I would still never force that on somebody if they decided that they were not into it.
Like, our friend Junie, back in the day, Junie hated horror.
Hold on, they probably can't hear you very well because you're quiet and the mic is not pointed at you. Okay, try again.
Like, our friend Junie, back in the day, years ago, like, was really avoidant of horror. But, like, she would love watching Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Even though that was gory and zombie and jump scary at times and, like, all the things that she didn't like about horror, but it was also a fucking hilarious movie. Like,
yeah, Shaun of the Dead's one of my favorites.
And then, of course, we have one cut of the Dead that I want to show everyone on Earth.
Yes, I love showing people one cut of the Dead. So we gotta do it again this year.
No.
Why not feel good horror? Let me introduce you to Warm Bodies. Oh, I loved Warm Bodies.
So
we should rewatch. I haven't seen Warm Bodies in years. I saw that one in theaters when it came out, like, by myself, and I had a good time.
I watched it way later than after it came out.
Yeah.
I kind of expected to think it was, like, cheesy and not great, but I loved it. It was so good.
Reapa's very rad. I saw the Devil's Carnival once too. It didn't grab me the same way. Skulls, I'm right there with you. So I saw the first Devil's Carnival, but I did not see the second one. Maybe someday I'll get around to it, but yeah, it didn't grab me. It had, like, a couple songs that I liked. Actually, my favorite song from the Devil's Carnival did not make the main cut of the movie. It was a cut scene. The song In All My Dreams I Drown, but it didn't have the same vibe as Repo. There's way too much media available for me to consume to be worried about missing out on one movie I like of a genre I overall don't enjoy. Exactly. Warm Bodies holds a special place in my heart. I'm definitely gonna have to keep put that one high on my rewatch priority list. So every year when it's Halloween movie season, I make a list. I literally make a spreadsheet. I can even show you guys my spreadsheet. Hold on. Whoops. Oh, it's cut off weird. Hold on. There we go. So this is my list from this year. So as you can see, I keep track of movies and whether it's my first time seeing them or if I'm doing a rewatch. And I try to make a list of about 15 to 20 movies per year, and I start in, like, late August and I go through November because I refuse to give up Halloween on November 1st. I refuse to accept that Halloween's over. It goes till at least Thanksgiving, and then I give up and let Christmas take over. But I'm not even, like, a Christmas media watcher. I used to be a little more into Christmas stuff, but not really so much these days. Honestly, as a polyamorous person, I cannot watch rom-coms or basically any movie where the plot is they're in love that they won't just tell each other or something. Yeah. I don't watch a lot of romantic content personally. The closest I get is me and Jade like to watch Yuri anime. We like to see monster girls fall in love.
Or just absolute dipshits struggle to, like, realize their feelings.
Cough, cough. Watch The Demon Next Door. Cough, cough.
Oh,
We just finished that a few weeks ago. It's such a good show. I hope they get a third season.
And even then, there's also so many anime with, like, a romantic plot where I'm still just like, oh my god, just date both of them. Oh my god, just be a polytriad.
Yeah.
Why are we, like, doing rival shit? Just everyone can kiss.
But yeah, I mean, like, I do love talking about, like, my favorite media, and if people ever want to sit down and watch stuff with me, I'm thrilled. But I'm not going to take it personally if someone's like, I don't like horror, so I'm not going to come to your Halloween horror watch parties. It's like, okay, you got better things to do, boo. Like, I'm not going to take it personally. Actually, don't remember the last time I actually watched a horror movie. It's been a long time. You could join us for Repo on Wednesday if you want. It's not really a horror movie. There's mild amounts of gore, but not much. It's mostly very hokey, but I'm not pushing. If you do need to be pushed, Purple will be there. If anyone wants to hang out with Purple Glitter Eater, our beloved purple creature of the night. This is making me want to go find an old horror movie to watch. Yeah, Patty, since you're in the server now, you'll be able to, you know, hopefully join us. I've been doing about 2 movies a week. I would do more, but I have like art to do and stuff. But, you know, we're doing Repo on Wednesday. That's probably the next one. I have the original Frankenstein on my list, and it is free to watch on the Internet Archive, so I might do that at some point, because I want to watch it before Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein comes out in November on Netflix. Me and the homies kicked off spooky season with our traditional rewatch of Hocus Pocus. A lovely movie. A lovely movie. I liked the sequel well enough, too. I was actually surprised how much I liked the sequel when I watched it when it came out a couple years ago. Gonna go to bed now. I've passed out like twice. Yeah, no worries. It's very late for a lot of us. You get some good rest, Peach. I'm excited to see how your redesign turns out. You're always welcome to come in and drop a progress update. But night-night, sleep well. Oh, Sarah, I'm stupid. You did say that you would be there, and I just have to remind you. Thank you for reminding me that I need to remind you. You'll have to forgive me. It's late. I'm not all with it right now. What sense connect us, you and I? Forever intertwined. It was interesting. Me and Mrs. Skulls enjoyed Hocus Pocus too. Yeah, it was not bad for a sequel. I really liked the scene where they were in the Walgreens. That was cute. Yeah. I loved the Roomba. Yeah. Yeah. It's not late. It's early. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, I need to go grab a reference image of Mio off of Discord, so I'm gonna do that. Go into our DMs here, sort it by media. Oh yeah, I do have the references from the emotes I did, so I'll use that for reference for the hair color. You also asked me a few weeks ago if I even like musicals, and I reminded you my cat's literally named after a Hamilton character. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Look, again, like, I didn't want to push. I was just in, like, I want to recommend this, you know, come to the movie, but I don't want to push you. I was just trying to be polite. Okay, so... let's see. We'll come back to the eyes. Alright, that's a little too light. Let's do like a in between. Watching Frankenstein and the Mummy gave me serious appreciation for Boris Karloff. Dude's stare alone had an air of tension. Ooh. See, I do want to push myself to watch more old horror movies because I do have a tendency to watch a lot of things from the 80s and onwards. And I would like to expand my horizons and watch more old horror. I did watch some of the Dracula films from the 1950s, like the Hammer horror films. But I haven't seen a lot of the original, like, Universal monsters. So, like, the original Dracula with, like, Bela Lugosi and original Frankenstein, Mummy, etc. So that is something I want to work on. I'm more likely to watch something if I'm directly invited to watch it with someone than I am to just watch it on my own. Yeah, like if I want someone to watch something, like I'll usually push to be like, hey, let's watch it together. Let's make it like a social thing. Because that's a lot more fun than being like, you must watch this thing and then report back to me about it. Like, no, let's like watch it together. Make it an event. Alright, I do think an ad break's about to start. And I have not been hydrating very much. I should probably hydrate.
Darling.
And I'm gonna check in with the wife.
No.
I'm gonna check in with you. It's free. I will not pay attention if I'm watching on my own. I'll put it up in the background while doing something else and miss half of it. Yeah, that I can't watch stuff in the background. I can't. Like maybe a YouTube, but I can't like watch a show if I'm not gonna pay attention to it. I enjoy the atmosphere of the classics. There was a lot left to the imagination, and the musical scores for me set the unsettling vibe perfectly. Hell yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a few minute break and decide if I'm gonna keep going Scree. Welcome back to Mads, everybody. I'm currently deciding how much longer I'm going for, because wife is just about ready for bed here.
No, you told them.
Oh, was I not supposed to?
Yes, I'm strong and powerful and I've never been sleepy.
Oh my god.
You're destroying my reputation.
The Adult Swim transition is good? Yeah, my friend Goji did that for me and a bunch of us. Smooch the wife 10-pack. Smooch the sleepy wife.
Oh.
That's what Skull said. Because Skull's redeemed the smooch.
Just established I'm nuts.
Honey, you cannot deny it. You're an EP beeper. Another wife smooch.
Yeah. Also, I can deny it.
Poorly.
Because I have the power of sanity denial.
Oh my god, if you wield that mommy's curse at me, I swear to god.
What? What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna come over there and kick your ass, is what's gonna happen. Guys, I'm being assaulted. Guys. Guys. Where is it? Where is she? Where is she? I'm being assaulted by this thing. It's being wielded at me like a weapon. It's too late for this shit.
God, that drawing is so good. Love me.
Curse, isn't it? It's we call it the mummy's curse. It is a Monster High doll that is of a baby mummy.
From Gen 2, the worst gen.
Yes, from the terrible Gen 2 Monster High run. Absolutely horrific.
I still want to get her high chair.
Yeah, because you're Sandy Denial's #1 fan.
I might be.
You might
I
be.
really might be. Every time you call me sleepy, it motivates me to stay up later.
Oh my god.
Fueled by spite and Baja Blast.
I think I did that a little too fast. Yeah, I'm probably not going for much longer. Because I don't want to get myself all, like, tired and pushing myself too hard. There we go. Yeah, my goal was to just get the line art and flat colors done for the head, which I have succeeded. So anything after this is just bonus work.
You're so cool.
Hmm?
You're so cool.
Ah. And then the goal is tomorrow night to do a stream where I shade the rest of the head and do the line art on the body. And then I probably won't be able to push it and finish the rest of the shading until the next night. But I would love to be on pace to finish this on Tuesday night. I don't know if we have a scent for this one picked out, so I'm gonna have to ask Mio if she knows. Oh, this, can be a drawing assist layer.
Wow. Oh shit, I got it.
But I'm glad I got any work done tonight. This is decent progress. Let's see. So last time I didn't go crazy with the shading on this part. So perhaps maybe let me do it with an airbrush. Actually gonna go scavenge for food, microwave leftovers, but I'll see y'all later. Alright, well Batty, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been nice chatting. I hope to see you around, you know, in chat or for movie nights or whatnot, but thank you so much. I'm your problem now. I'm so happy to have another bat problem in my life. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm probably not gonna push myself too much more here, so let me put a little swatch down for the hair highlight. So when I come back to this, I will continue highlighting and shading the hair, and then do the rest of the face. But yeah, just you know, quick little art stream so that I can say that I worked today. And now I know that people do show up at this hour, so that's reassuring. Like I said, I just kind of assumed that like I would go live and everyone that usually comes by would be like asleep already, but you know, time zones, sleep schedules, etc. mean that that is not the case.
My next Stinko set is going to be hot dog omelet.
Hot dog omelet, you got it. Alright, it is a different hour, which means we've got some people that I usually don't get to raid. Let's see who's on my list that I haven't raided in a hot second. You guys want more chill art vibes? Probably. I've only got one person on my list doing art right now. But since I never get to raid them because of time zones, we're gonna do it. Alright guys, we are gonna be raiding Ebby Scrimps. Yeah. Who is a shrimp, a vampire shrimp VTuber. And I believe their pronouns are they, them. So we're gonna keep the art vibes rolling. I think we're doing Undertale art right now, so that's cool. Shrimp. But yeah, thank you guys. I know it was a short stream. I know it was at a weird hour, but I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and chatting. And hopefully the plan is art stream on Monday, art stream on Tuesday, and then movie night on Wednesday. That is the goal. But everybody take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, stay trashy, and I'll see you soon. Say goodbye, Slimy Jade.
Goodbye. You're all
Scree.
Have a donut.
Donut.